In this video, we'll be taking a look at all today's NBA matchups, and I'll break them all down with free winning picks so you can bet smarter and win bigger. But first, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell so you get our picks the second they drop, because when the lines move, the early birds cash in. And if you want the full winning sport picks experience, head over to wspicks.com and check out our VIP packages, or grab a free consultation with one of our professional sports consultants for the sharpest edge you'll find anywhere. That's where the real plays live. We are your bookmaker's worst nightmare. These are the games we're hammering, the ones the books can't afford you to bet. This is Winning Sport Picks. The free picks are about to drop, and they're coming in hot. First up, Denver versus Washington. Denver is laying 5.5 on the road, and this is a classic spot where the number looks fair, but the matchup isn't. Washington's profile shows consistent late-game execution issues, especially when asked to stay inside a single-digit margin against structured teams. Denver doesn't need to blow this open. They just need to control pace, limit transition chaos, and close clean in the final 5 minutes. This spread is short enough that Denver's efficiency edge matters more than venue. On the total at 232.5, the market is already shading down, and with both teams showing slower half-court stretches recently, the under has value if this turns into a grind. The play here is Denver minus 5.5 and a lean to the under 232.5. Next, Houston versus Philadelphia. Philadelphia is getting 2 points, and this is where people get tripped up chasing home favorites. Houston has struggled covering short numbers when they're forced to dictate tempo rather than react. Philadelphia, meanwhile, profiles as the more disciplined late-game team in close spreads, especially in games projected within a single possession. This line tells you the books expect a tight fourth quarter, and in those spots, I want the side catching points with steadier execution. On the total at 221.5, both teams trend under when spreads are this tight because every possession slows down late. The pick is Philadelphia plus 2 and under 221.5. Third game, Charlotte versus Orlando. Orlando is laying 7, and this is one of those numbers that looks inflated once you zoom out. Charlotte's market value has been suppressed, but they've consistently stayed inside big spreads against teams that rely on half-court offense rather than pace. Orlando can win this game without covering, especially if they go through scoring droughts that allow the backdoor late. At 7 points, you're paying a premium for consistency Orlando hasn't shown. The total sits at 230, and given both teams' tendency to stall offensively when the game slows, the under makes sense again here. The play is Charlotte plus 7 and under 230. Now Golden State versus Dallas. Golden State is laying 3.5, and this is where name value keeps the line heavier than performance. Dallas has been extremely competitive in games priced within a 4-point window, and they've done a good job forcing slower half-court possessions against teams that want to run. Golden State can absolutely win, but covering 3.5 requires sustained efficiency for 48 minutes, and that hasn't been automatic. On the total of 231.5, both teams have shown late-game shot selection issues that favor the under in close spreads. The pick is Dallas plus 3.5 and under 231.5. Last game, Chicago versus Minnesota. Minnesota is laying 9.5, and this is a spot where the number is doing most of the work for you. Chicago has consistently stayed within double digits when priced this high, especially against teams that slow the game once they get a lead. Minnesota doesn't push tempo when ahead. They protect margins, not expand them, which opens the door for a cover by the dog. On the total at 237, this is another inflated number where one cold quarter kills the over. The play here is Chicago plus 9.5 and under 237. Now listen to me, those are the free picks, but the one game I am unloading on tonight, the game that's going to crush your bookie's soul, that's the VIP play of the day at wspicks.com. This is the nuke, the hammer, the max bet, the one play I've circled, the game that will bury your bookmaker 6 feet under. When it hits, and it will, your bookie is going to need a doctor, a lawyer, and maybe even a priest. If you want to ride with me on the biggest bet of the day, get to wspicks.com right now. Quick recap before we get out of here. Denver minus 5.5 with a lean under 232.5. Philadelphia plus 2 and under 221.5. Charlotte plus 7 and under 230. Dallas plus 3.5 and under 231.5. And Chicago plus 9.5 with under 230. Cine. This is Winning Sport Picks, where we don't just bet, We bury bookmakers. Smash that subscribe button, drop your favorite plays in the comments, and hammer that like button like you're hammering your bookie into the dirt. We're cashing, we're dominating, and tonight we're dancing on the grave of your bookmaker. Let's go!